Hello everybody, this is GLTV. Today I'm going to discuss about the force vectors problem 1 to 5. Problem number 1. Determine the magnitude of the resultant force in each direction measured clockwise from the positive x-axis. So by using parallelogram method, we determine the resultant force vector. So we have the given of 10 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton. We have this angle here 30 degree, uh, 30 degree, and we get the angle of 60 degree, 60 degree here by uh, because this is a 90 here, so 180 minus 90 minus 30 is equals to 60 degree. So since we get this 60 degree by subtracting the 60 to 180, we get the 120 here. Okay, and so we have here, we have 10 kilonewton, and then we have here the uh, opposite angle or opposite side of the 120 is the FR. So we have the given 120, and then we have the given 10 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton here. So we will use we will use okay, cosine law. So cosine law by using cosine law, we have the formula C is equal to a squared plus b squared plus cosine C. So we have the 120 degree, 120 degree here. This is the FR. Okay, and the C is we have the 4 kilonewton and 10 kilonewton. So using the angle, using cosine law, we have formula C is equal to square root of a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine C. So now we have the square root of 4 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 4 times 10 cosine 120. So we get the resultant force of 12.5 kilonewton. So by getting the direction, measure the clockwise from the x-axis. So this is the theta. Using the sine law, we have here we have the given theta 120, or the FR, the 12.5 over sine 120 is equal to 10. uh, this angle here is equal to that angle there. So 10 is the opposite angle of theta. So 10 is equal 10, we have 10 over sine theta. So using this formula here, we have theta is equal to sine inverse theta. Okay, inverse theta 10, or 10 sine 120 over 12.5. So we get the answer of 43.9. Now we will go to the problem number 2. It said determine the magnitude of resultant force here, resultant force, and the direction measured clockwise from the positive axis. Okay, so using the parallelogram method, you see, so this force here is equal to the force here, and this force here is equal to the force here. So we have the given 120 degree, as you can see here, 120 degree. So using that 120 degree, we identify this angle, this here. So 180 minus 120 is equal to 60. So this angle here is 60 degree. Now we have to find the resultant force of this FR. Okay, FR, and in the direction measured clockwise from the positive x-axis. So we have to identify this equation theta. Okay, next slide. So using the cosine law, no, given the 60 degree, so we have here So we have here, this is theta, and this is the 60 degree. Now this is the resultant force. We have here the given 80 and 60 degree, 60 pounds, 60 pounds. So this is FR, and the opposite angle here is 60 degree. So we got the formula using cosine law. A squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c is equal to 80 squared plus 60 squared minus 280 60 times cosine 60. So we got the answer 72.5 pounds. And using sine law, we have here the 72.5, opposite angle is 60, so 72 over sine 60 equals to the 80, or here the 80, opposite to angle theta. So we got the theta 73.9. Next, so we have here the problem number 3. Resolve the 200 Newton force into components acting along the x and y axis and determine the magnitude of the components. So using the parallelogram method, so we have here the force 200 Newton. So using the component x and y axis, ito, this and this. So we got the drawing here. Okay, so the given angle is 60 degree here and 60 degree here. So this angle is equals to this angle. Now given that angle, we have here the 20 degree angle and 60 degree. So this angle is equal to 10 degree, since this angle is equal to 90. So 90 minus 60 minus 20 is equals to 10 degree. Okay. So we have the 200 and resultant force, or the force, and I mean this is the 200, and the fx, this is the fx 200 given the 60 degree. We have here the angle times the 10 degree. Now okay, here we go. The required or we have to find we have to find force y and 4 axis, force x, using, since we have the given 200 Newton here, and we have the opposite angle of 60 degree, we can find the Fx, which has an opposite angle of 10 degree, and find y, which has the opposite angle of 110 degree. By the way, we get this 110 degree when we subtract the 60 and the 10 degree from 180 degree, so we have 110 degree. So in a triangle, we have a total of 180 degree in one triangle inside angle. Okay, now using sine law, we get the correct answer of 40.1 Newton and 21.7 Newton. Okay, problem number 4. So, and problem number 4, we have to determine the magnitude of resultant force Fr. Okay, this is the Fr. Since we use the parallelogram method, we get this Fr, and then so how do we find 100 degree Celsius? I mean 100 degree. Okay, so this angle here and this angle here is equal. So like that, or if the two parallel line, you meet the two parallel line, and this angle here and this angle here is equal. So that's it. So we get the 50 here, and now you see the 30 here, so it's always equal to this angle here. Now since this angle is equal to 180 degree, so we get the 100 degree. Now we have the opposite angle of resultant force. We will use the cosine law to get the resultant force. Okay, so we have here cosine law, C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C So we get this angle 100 degree, and opposite side of the triangle is FR. So we have the given side of 200 and 300, 200 and 300. Now we get the resultant force of 388.4 Newton. So using sine law, the opposite angle of 388.4 is given sine 100, and the 200 Newton, we have the opposite angle of sine beta. Okay, sine beta. Now we get the 30.5 degree, but that's not yet the resultant or the direction of the resultant force. So the direction of resultant force is here. Theta is equal to 50 minus the beta. So we get the 19.5 degree. So back to the drawing. Okay, next side na lang. Next problem we have here, to solve the force or F1. To solve the F1 here, wait, to solve the force F1, resolve the force F1 into components acting on the U and B. So this angle here, we will solve the components of the force acting at axis B and axis U, or U axis and B axis. So this will be your assignment: force U and force B. Now we have the given angle 30 degree. So this angle here is equal to this angle here. Now since we have the given 45 here, angle 45, so 45 minus 30 is equal to 15, this angle here. So we have two given angle. We find the two angle. Since we find the two angle, we have to find the third angle by subtracting the two angle into 180 degree. So we get the 135 degree. Okay, now since we get the three angle with one force, we will solve the problem number 5. So the solution here, using sine law, since all the angle is given and we have to find the force at V axis and U axis. So using sine law, we have a given 200 Newton, which has an opposite angle of 135. So you sine 135, and then this is equal to the FB, or the force acting on the V axis, that has a opposite angle of 30 degree, and then it's also equal to FU with opposite angle of 15 degree. So we find the answer of 141 Newton and 73.2 Newton. So that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, share, and like, and hit the bell button for more videos.